First and 10 from the Saints 45. Thielen gets by him. Play action for Kirk from under center, straight drop. Kirk trying to win it to Thielen. Caught at the 5. Cousins, Thielen, 42. Cousins finds him like the cold-blooded quarterback he is. And now it's first and goal, Vikings.
With the Vikings Super Bowl hopes hanging in the balance, that man came up huge. We are now joined for the second straight week. A guy, when the game was on the line, he put up 7 for 129 in Minnesota's win over the New Orleans Saints. Please welcome back to the breakfast table, Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
Adam, what's up?
What's up, guys? Thanks again for having me.
I'm chilling. All right, now, Adam, so superstition can be a big thing in sports. Brian Urlacher, he used to eat 2 chocolate chip cookies before every game. Michael Jordan would wear the North Carolina practice shorts under the Chicago Bulls shorts. Tiger Woods, he would wear the red shirt on Sundays. And you appeared on GMFB last week, and you guys got that big win, and you played spectacularly, excuse me. But let me take it even back further. The first time you were on, October 31st, 2017, you put up a $166 in a TD over the Redskins win. I did a little research. So there's something about you balling out and coming on this show. So basically, how much credit do we deserve for your success and you guys getting that win last weekend?
Well, can we make it a weekly thing then? I mean, come on.
Same time next week.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, we're happy you're here. You're wearing the Go Get It hoodie. You've been crushing it. You did last week. But it wasn't all luck for you, unfortunately. A bit of concerning news for Vikings fans yesterday. You were on the injury report. We hate to see it, a bit of an ankle injury. We're hearing you were limited in practice. Quickly, should we expect you to be able to give it a full go Saturday afternoon against the Niners?
Yeah, you know how it is. You know, just got a little tangled up in practice, but I'm going to do whatever it takes. You know, it's playoffs, so I'm going to do whatever it takes to be out there on Saturday with my teammates and trying to help this team win.
Now let's go back to last week. I think we can officially pronounce you a Saints killer on the show. Last week I said you're an X factor. You crush New Orleans year in, year out, every matchup. And then you had that incredible game, a 43-yard grab against the Saints in overtime. We saw Marshawn Lattimore limp off the field just before that. Take me through that play. And did you know that that one was coming to you?
I definitely didn't know for sure when he called the play it was coming to me. But when I lined up and had press coverage and single high, I had a good chance. You know, I've been around Kirk now for a little bit. I usually know when he's going to push the launch button. And so I was thankful he did and gave me a chance. And, I mean, what a ball. I mean, it could have been in a better place. And I know that's cliche to say, but it's the truth. I mean, he dang near caught that thing for me. So, you know, he was a big-time player and a big-time game. And I loved his response to it after the game in the locker room, which is pretty fun.
We loved it, too. Believe me, we absolutely loved Kirk pushing the launch button on his catchphrase. What do you guys think about you like that? What do you think about it? Do you guys like you like that? Take us through it.
I absolutely love it, and I've been waiting for him to use it. You know, it's fun when Kirk, you know, lets his emotion out because, you know, I think as a quarterback he tries to be reserved and be very, you know, even-keeled for the most part. But he's an emotional guy. He's a competitor. He's one of the most competitive people I've been around. So it's always fun when he lets a little emotion out and gets us fired up.
Adam, we talked about it last week. Kevin Stefanski's a mad genius with that offense. You guys are working on all cylinders. But Week 16, Monday night game, we saw a Philly special type play. Kirk did not get the pass. It was an incomplete. Last week, it looked like Stephon Diggs was going to throw another one. Is Stephon Diggs going to finally complete a pass this week?
Let's go.
Take us into the playbook. What's going to happen here?
I sure hope so. I mean, we know he can throw it. He's an athletic guy. He's very gifted, and like I said last week on the show, you know, he completed that ball, I don't know, 15, 20 times before we called it in the Green Bay game. But you know, obviously the coaches trust him and gave him another opportunity, and they also know that if it's not there, that they can trust him to you know, gain some yards. You know, there was a play. You know, maybe a few weeks before that, where he made a lot out of nothing, and so that's why they trust him to do it. And like I said, he's a gifted guy.
Adam, now, the 49ers, they have some talented dudes on that secondary, and Richard Sherman is one of those dudes, and some say soon he will be a Hall of Famer, but let's just call it what it is. He's one of the best trash-talking cornerbacks in the game. Now, what is it like matching up against him, and what type of challenges does he present when you're going up against a guy like Richard Sherman?
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough matchup because he's so well-rounded. You know, he's smart. He's athletic. He's been doing it a long time, so he just understands what you know, when we're in different splits, when we're have different stems to our routes. He knows why we're doing that, and probably what we're going to do because of that. So with him, you just have to be you have to really try as hard as you can to make everything look the same, so he can't start to guess and educated guesses really of what you're going to do. So it's always fun to play against him. Have a ton of respect for him. And he's one of those guys that you want to go against because you know it's going to be a battle, you know it's going to be competitive, and it's going to be, at the end of the day, it's going to be fun, and those are the matchups that you want.
This whole road is going to be a battle. It isn't exactly set up for you to succeed easily, right? You're the 6th seed. That means road games the whole way through. In New Orleans on Sunday, short turnaround, short week, having to fly all the way across the country. Why are you the 6th seed that's going to make it, the team out of wild card weekend? What is it about this team that makes you believe?
Well, I think number one is we're not worried about making it. We're just worried about today's practice and what we have to do to prepare for Saturday. And I think, you know, again, that's something that's probably cliche to say, but it's the truth. We have a bunch of guys in this locker room that care about one another. They care about their preparation. They worry about, you know, what in the moment situations and what they can do right now to get better for Saturday. So. I think that's something that we've had a mindset of all season. When people doubted us, when people were praising us, it didn't matter. We're going to have the same mindset. We're going to prepare the same, and we're excited to play on Saturday and get another opportunity to play football.
Adam, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us. We don't pick the games till tomorrow, and I know the only way that you'll come on next week is if you win. So I'll see you next week.
We'll see. You guys got to watch the game Saturday.
Oh, we will get it.
Oh, we gonna watch it.
See you next week. Go get it.
All right, thanks, guys.